is over at Jackson College, telling us some of the exciting things you have going on this summer.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So this, I'm here actually for a few things coming up. We have a summer concert series that's starting, I believe it's just in 2 weeks or so.
June 5th, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I wanted to ask you about the summer concert series.
Sure, we can start with that.
One, how is Big L and Code Blue still in Jackson and not in Las Vegas or New York?
You know, I lucked out that I got a text into him when he had availability, and he said yes, and I'm going to hold him to it.
I love it.
But those, I mean, Larry is just the next level talent.
I agree.
He needs to be the next big thing, and that's his family with him there too. I mean,
that's awesome.
I mean, almost all of them.
And this series is free for people to come to, correct?
All the shows. Yeah, we have 6 total shows. It's almost 7, actually. I'll expand on that. But Big L, they're coming in on June 5th.
Okay.
And all the shows are free. We do them in the cafeteria at the college, unless the weather's nice enough to go out on the patio.
Ooh.
So patio is ideal
Yeah.
for all of these. And then we have the other events coming up, too. I need to memorize them in order. The Jackson French Quarter Dixieland Band, my dad's traditional jazz band.
How cool.
We started scheduling them because I had a request. They said, could we have acts that aren't just concert bands? Because people really like concert band, but our community concert band and Capital City Brass Band are not the same at all, but people put us in the similar category.
Sure.
So that was when we asked Larry and the Dixieland Band. And we actually we're crossing our fingers on this, but we did a Battle of the Bands in February.
Yes.
And we have a showcase show that we're trying to do, but we ran into an issue with using the Michigan Theater. It's one of those tricky things that nobody's at fault. We just kind of ran out of time. So we had to reschedule it. But now that's going to be our first show of the summer concert series on June 3rd.
Oh, fun.
Also free. The Jazzy Jets from JC will play, and then we have 4 of the bands I believe are committed to play. And Rude Boy Music, they supply the sound system, Dylan Bollinger. So the kids get to play on a nice big system and invite their friends out, and they can play a longer set.
That's awesome.
So we actually have 7 shows, assuming we get a yes from one more band. We're really hoping that Buzz Meggs can play. And then the band names this year were absolutely hilarious.
Nice.
We had a great time with them too. So and then after that we have Trombone Fest is on Father's Day. This will be the 41st Trombone Fest.
Wow.
Very cool.
Almost done with my arrangement of Ring of Fire right now that I'm adding in. And then I think I'm going to do Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon.
Cool.
There's something about trombones doing songs that you wouldn't expect that is my favorite part of it.
Yes.
So we just throw some music in front. In fact, you can see there the guy on the left, that's Chris Evan Haas. He also is a tremendous arranger. And the guy on the right, Matt Nemi. We all kind of arrange the songs that we want the group to play. So we do, Beethoven and Haydn, but then we also do, Bruno Mars and Beyonce and try to bridge the gap. But I thought Johnny Cash is one that kind of deserves some recognition just for fun.
There's a lot of talent in this town, and you're looking for some young talent because you've got summer band camp coming up.
That's an exciting one.
I can't wait to hear about this, Dan, because you don't have to have any experience for one of these sessions, correct?
Well, we started that way, but now it's become people who have 1 year of band
About
experience.
1 year? Okay.
They're usually ready to go. And the camps are, as you can see, we have 2 camps, but they actually overlap in the middle because the whole reason this camp started was when you are a band director, every small community calls you and says, we would like you to bring your band to March and our July 4th parade. And it's a common request, and it's not really realistic for most band directors. So when I got the job in Michigan Center, the request was Carp Carnival. So I went to my administration. I said, can I teach middle schoolers how to do this and just have a band that we're not necessarily going to be the best, but we'll have an excited band and we can make a camp out of it. And they said yes. So after that, when I left Michigan Center, I ended up at the college. We used the July 4th parade in Hanover for 2 years, and now we've moved to Brooklyn.
Yay.
So the whole idea is we take a marching band to play Grand Old Flag, and then we also play "Y'all Ready for This?"
Fun.
And we can invite alumni back. So we marched 100 people in our marching band last year in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So the camp has grown from 22 students to 65 last year. So we're hoping to break that record with 66 this year, or more. But it's just a really fun come one, come all. Our staff is most of the jazz band from the college, and interestingly, most of this year's jazz band came to summer band when they were younger. So it's been kind of a fun little recruiting tool.
Yeah.
But
show us this setup.
yeah,
here,
the unique part about our band, I've been out. We'll
go on this one right
this
here.
one here. So I'm visiting a total of 18 schools and teaching 40 different sessions on the thing about our camp that's the most unique, is this where I should be looking right here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So I put these in front of the band, and I say, look for your instrument name, and then discuss with the people around you the names of the notes. And if there's a fingering you don't know, check a fingering chart or ask me or ask your director. And then the goal is within 1 minute of starting the process, they're actually playing the song.
That's incredible.
And we just use short little motives that are fun. So it came about in Grass Lake years ago that the students were, they wanted to try something different. So now we've moved from having 6 board songs that we started with to having 126, and it's a 19-page packet.
Wow.
And Jasmine Haas, the co-director, actually made a table of contents and makes it so we can find them all. And the most fun part is they usually ask for a new song. I take the request and we learn the song while I'm there. And then we add it to the packet, and then it's just a fun one. We do the normal stuff too. We do scales, and we learn about 20 new songs, narrow it down to like 4 or 5 to get really good at for our concert at the end, which is also part of the summer concert series. On July 3rd, we perform at JC in the Dining Commons, and we also do a marching portion. And it's just so fun to march around that bell tower with a band that goes, a big band is fun to watch, and it's been fun to watch our camp grow to that level. So.
Did you go to, I know obviously family business, really.
Sure.
Did you grow up, what were band camps like when you were growing up? Did you go to any? And then how are they different today?
Well, I understood when I was 3 years old that the Michigan State Drumline was the coolest thing I'd ever heard in my life. So I was raised on the Spartan Marching Band and Weird Al Yankovic, which makes whatever it is. And my favorite band was Kiss growing up. So you put all those things together. I went to the JC camp version back when I was in middle school when Ron Douglas, my predecessor, was running it. It's a very different camp now, but I tried still to maintain the components that he had that I felt really helped me want to play and get better at playing the trombone, which is what I got my degree in. So we try to make all those things fun. Like last year we did For Whom the Bell Tolls. We have a full rhythm section, just a small section, but to hear 70 or 80 band instruments with a full rhythm section that beginning, we all got chills. We're like, oh, we got to do that again. That was fun.
That's cool.
So we just want it to be that positive emotion that you get from playing an instrument, and some silliness and a lot of jokes. We have a joke telling, 5 minutes of joke telling time.
Oh, nice.
How many instruments do you play?
14.
Is that it?
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but only 5. If you count singing as an instrument, which a lot,
I would.
Then 6 professionally.
Okay.
But the other ones are more to get up to like an 8th or 9th grade level, so I can help the kids play them. And I can get by, but I would never say, yes, I can sub for Capital City today as a French horn player. Right. Well, they don't have French horns, but for just for the example, I'm more of a brass guy and a rhythm section
Very cool.
guy.
And so many camps going on at JC. You can check out the website as well. And we encourage everyone, one more time, we'll show you the band camp sign up, and you can check that out. It's June 23rd to 26th and June 30th through July 4th. Dan, thanks so much for being with us today.
And thanks for having me.
More of the show coming up next. Dan Watts from Tri-County Water coming up next.